The girl wakes up in shock and realizes she is lying in the bedroom of her male best friend's older brother.
Of course. Okay, God, okay. Yeah. Scare myself.
The girl's name is Elle, and she grew up with her male best friend Lee as childhood sweethearts. But although the two are practically family, they have a rule of their own: never date each other's family members. Even so, Elle still hopelessly falls for Lee's older brother Noah, but because of Lee, she has no choice but to bury those feelings as a secret crush. Until the first day of school, everything begins to change. As Elle gradually grows up, she accidentally tears through her pants. So with no other choice, she has to put on the short skirt she wore back in middle school. But because the skirt is far too short, it immediately attracts the attention of the entire school.
Wait, oh my word.
Elle, you are aware of the fact that your lady's shape sort of changed over the last summer, right?
Before Elle can even argue back, a dirty hand suddenly slaps her on the backside from behind. The one who did it is the school bully Tuppen. Lee is instantly furious and throws a punch on the spot, but he is no match for Tuppen at all. Just as Lee is about to get beaten, in the next second, Noah suddenly arrives just in time. Without saying a word, he lands punch after punch on Tuppen's face, until the arriving school administrator forcibly separates them. But before Elle can thank him, Noah shows his sharp-tongued side. Even so,
And besides, no one should treat a girl like that, especially if that girl's you.
Me?
Yeah, it's like those guys who are trying to get in my little sister's pants, which is super gross.
the impact of this fight is far from over, because Tuppen, the guy who messed with Elle, later has someone deliver an apology note and even takes the initiative to ask Elle out on a date. After thinking for a moment, Elle offers him one condition that is about to shock everyone. The moment Tuppen sees it, he gives a faint smile, and this scene immediately catches Noah's attention nearby. Before Noah can lose his temper, the classroom door is kicked open hard. Everyone is stunned and turns toward the doorway in shock. It turns out Tuppen has actually put on Elle's short skirt and is dancing wildly in the classroom. Seeing that he has completed the condition she gave him, Elle finally agrees to go on a date with him, but when she arrives at the date spot on time, Tuppen, who promised to show up, is nowhere to be seen. Elle is immediately filled with disappointment and calls her male best friend Lee. At first, they both think this is just one of Tuppen's pranks, but unexpectedly, Tuppen, who has been missing for a long time, appears in front of them with a bruised and swollen face, and reveals a shocking truth. It turns out he did not skip the date because he wanted to, but because Noah ambushed him on the way. Not only that, almost every boy at school who had thoughts about Elle has been warned and threatened by Noah one by one. These words leave Elle frozen on the spot.
It's true, and it's not just me. He's been going around telling all the guys not to ask you out for a while now.
What? There's others?
You can't tell him I told you.
Why do you care?
So this is the real reason Elle has always been single. After saying that, Tuppen runs away in a miserable panic. Even so, the news that Noah, the school's biggest heartthrob, stood up for Elle in such a dominant way quickly spreads across campus and even catches the attention of another famous group at school, the OMG Girls.
Oh my god! How crazy was that fight?
Flynn was so savage.
Have you met?
Elle is completely confused, because an ordinary girl like her has never had anything to do with them. But the three girls do not care at all and directly ask her for her contact information. Only then does Elle suddenly realize that they are getting close to her only to use her as a way to get closer to Noah. Once their goal is achieved, the girls leave casually, leaving Elle alone in confusion, even though Elle still cannot figure out what is going on. When Lee learns that she has met the famous goddess group at school, he becomes extremely excited, because he has always had feelings for Mia, one of the OMG girls. To make Elle help him create an opportunity, the excited Lee takes out all of his clothes and, like a peacock spreading its tail, asks Elle to help him choose the right outfit. Elle, on the other hand, is worried sick about the annual school fundraising fair. The school requires every club to prepare a special event to raise money for poor areas, but all the high-quality popular ideas from past years have already been taken by other clubs, leaving Elle trapped in a difficult situation. However, a casual comment instantly sparked an idea in her mind.
She's a varsity cheerleader. Basically, the only way that she'd ever make out with you is if you paid for it.
It is this sentence that makes the two of them suddenly think of a brilliant fundraising idea. After all,
Kissing booth!
The perfect carnival fundraiser.
for only $5, anyone can get a romantic kiss, and no one can resist such a tempting event. But how to get it approved by the student council becomes the biggest problem. The two go to the review meeting with nervous hearts, only to face strong opposition from the committee, who bluntly says that kissing will spread germs, cold sores, and gum disease, and firmly rejects the proposal. Just as the two are about to give up, the OMG girls, who are still obsessed with Noah, suddenly speak up and ask a question that surprises everyone.
Would Flynn be working in the kissing booth?
Lee froze for a second, then joked that getting Noah to be one of the kissing booth guests would be harder than getting Marilyn Monroe to become a nun. These words immediately leave everyone disappointed. At the critical moment, Elle suddenly cuts off the conversation.
Absolutely. No, Flynn will be working in the booth. I promise. Flynn will be there.
The moment she says this, the whole room erupts, and even the stiff and serious student council president cannot help but feel tempted. But now that she has already made such a bold claim, figuring out how to convince the cold and arrogant Noah to show up becomes Elle's biggest headache. After struggling with herself for a long time, and encouraged by the OMG girls, Elle finally gathers her courage and finds Noah while he is flirting with another girl. As expected, Noah refuses without hesitation on the spot, but Elle's repeated interruptions completely anger the girl who is being intimate with Noah. The girl raises her hand, taps Elle on the forehead, and mocks her, telling this short little girl to get lost. No one expects that this one sentence instantly enrages Noah.
Okay, you should probably leave. She's like important to my family, which kind of makes her important to me.
Are you for serious?
Leave.
The girl is completely dumbfounded and can only turn around and leave in embarrassment. Seeing Noah so openly take Elle's side makes the OMG girls even more certain that there's something unusual between them, so they deliberately pull Elle close, keep giving her drinks, and let her gradually lose control under the alcohol. In the end, Elle loses herself in front of everyone and starts taking off her clothes, leaving the whole crowd frozen in shock. The already drunk Elle has no idea what she is doing and staggers toward the swimming pool. At the critical moment, a strong and powerful body lifts her up just in time. Time jumps to the next morning, and the hungover Elle slowly wakes up in a strange room. What breaks her down is that she is actually lying in the bedroom of Lee's older brother Noah.
You're about to strip on the pool table in front of a bunch of guys, and then go skinny dipping.
At that moment, Elle is so embarrassed she wants to disappear. The scariest part of a hangover is when someone helps you replay all the ridiculous things you did the night before. She practically begs Noah to hand her the shorts. In her panic, she accidentally crashes into Noah, and the falling curtain wraps the two of them tightly together. Elle is completely stunned, and the last bit of dignity she has left is gone. Then Lee's words push her even deeper into despair. It turns out that on the night she got drunk, she not only claimed that Noah would be at the kissing booth, but also bragged that the OMG girls would take part in the event to attract more male students. Elle completely breaks down, never expecting that after getting drunk, she would make such a huge boast. Now, convincing Noah and calming down the three girls have become two urgent problems. To make sure the kissing booth can go on smoothly, the desperate Elle comes up with a temporary plan. She lies and says that Noah, whose last name is Flynn, has feelings for one of the three girls, and as long as they take part in the event, Flynn will show up to support it. The three girls, who mistakenly believe Flynn means Noah, are instantly overjoyed and fall into Elle's trap without hesitation. But when they arrive at the scene full of expectation and see the person on stage, their expressions change instantly. Realizing they have been fooled, the three girls angrily tear up the tickets in their hands and storm away from the kissing booth. Then the three of them leave. Just as the scene falls into awkward silence, a quiet and shy girl suddenly walks onto the stage and, under Elle's shocked gaze, shyly kisses Lee on the lips. The excited Lee immediately takes off his blindfold.
I hope you like what you see.
Just like that, Lee unexpectedly finds his own love at the kissing booth, but the OMG girls, who had been tricked by Elle, refuse to let it go. To get revenge on Elle, they deliberately arrange for the ugliest boy in school to go on stage and kiss her. Elle panics instantly, but what happens next shocks everyone there. When Noah realizes that the kissing guest on stage is Elle, he cuts the line in front of everyone and walks straight toward her. The three girls, who were originally waiting to laugh at her, instantly regret everything, and can only watch as Noah leans down and kisses Elle on the lips. This is their first kiss. Elle's heart trembles. And she immediately takes off her blindfold, meeting the face she has been thinking about day and night. This time, she does not back away. Facing Noah's deep and burning gaze, she takes the initiative and kisses him again. In this moment, the whole world seems to turn into a gentle amusement park, while the applause below roars endlessly. After the sweetness fades, Elle suddenly remembers that fatal problem, the agreement between her and Lee. Never touch each other's family. After the event ends, Elle nervously finds Lee, who is on a date with Rachel. Sure enough, when Lee hears that the two of them kissed, his expression changes instantly. Elle's heart tightens as she sees Lee's serious face, which shows no hint of joking, so she hurriedly explains that everything was just for the charity event. This explanation barely fools Lee, but Lee's attitude is extremely firm. If Elle dares to be with Noah, she will completely lose him as a friend. In this moment, Elle finally understands Lee's bottom line. In the days that follow, seeing Noah being close with other girls leaves Elle full of disappointment. She knows Noah is the most popular guy in school, and there has never been a shortage of girls around him. That heart-racing kiss may have only been a brief episode of youth, but she never expects that when a clap of thunder tears through the night sky, Noah decisively leaves the girl beside him behind and chases after her through the rain. Elle wants to refuse, but under Noah's intense gaze, she somehow agrees to his invitation. The heavy rain suddenly pours down, and their motorcycle rides through it like a lonely boat in the middle of the ocean. Noah stops the bike by the roadside in the name of safety and takes Elle to a hidden private greenhouse. Elle's heart races wildly, not wanting to miss this chance to be alone with him. She gathers her courage, rushes forward, and kisses Noah. Noah freezes for a moment, then after a brief hesitation, responds even more passionately. As two souls who have secretly loved each other finally intertwine tightly in this moment, in the middle of their closeness, Elle suddenly comes back to her senses and pushes Noah away. She does not want to become one of his many flirtations, and she does not want to be prey he can take whenever he wants. And Noah finally faces his own heart in this moment, revealing the secret he has hidden deep inside for years. He says Elle is the only girl who never submits to him, and she is also the quiet favorite he has hidden behind his brotherhood with Lee, never daring to say out loud. He wants time to prove that his love is not a sudden impulse. This heartfelt confession completely moves Elle. With youth as their witness and time as their matchmaker, the two people who have secretly loved each other for so long embrace and kiss again. At this moment, the raging storm outside the window turns gentle, and the heavy dark night loses its gloom. But just as the atmosphere becomes perfect, a blinding beam of light cuts through the darkness and shatters everything beautiful.
Is that you, Flynn? I thought I told you not to bring girls around here anymore.
What?
Elle feels as if she has been struck by lightning and suddenly understands. This romantic greenhouse is not some private secret place at all, but Noah's long-time hidden dating spot for bringing girls here. A trap he carefully prepared. Love begins before anyone knows why, and once it starts, it runs deep. The entanglement between them is far from over. A few days later, at a party, the innocent Elle is harassed by a boy. Ignoring her desperate resistance, he tries to forcefully take her away. At the critical moment, Noah suddenly appears and stops him. Elle quickly holds back Noah, who is about to make a move, but the boy's next words completely ignite Noah's rage.
Hey, come on, man. It's all good. I guess I'd also be pretty pissed if I was slumming it with my little brother Sloppy.
Noah instantly turns into a furious lion and, under the shocked eyes of the entire crowd, slams the boy hard onto the ground. The crowd that was watching the show instantly falls silent, but this extreme action also scares Elle so much that she turns and runs away. Noah immediately chases after
Get in the
her.
car, Elle.
Please.
Elle stands there for a long time, and in the end, she still gets into his car. She still cannot understand why Noah always has to solve problems in such a rough and savage way. But Noah's answer instantly breaks through her defenses. If I do not do this, how am I supposed to protect you in a place surrounded by wolves? After that, Noah takes her to his private secret base.
How many girls have you made out with in this spot?
I only come here alone.
Elle is still half doubtful, still thinking this is Noah's usual way of seducing girls, but the love surging in her heart makes it impossible for her to resist. Facing Noah's heartfelt confession, Elle sets 3 dating rules: no fighting, no ordering her around, and keeping their relationship secret for now. She does not dare to make their relationship public, because she is afraid that once it is exposed, she will lose Lee completely, and she cannot bear that outcome. Noah agrees to everything, finally letting go of all her worries. The two of them get together. In the days that follow, they love each other quietly in the morning, at dusk, and in corners no one else knows about. But Lee remains the problem Elle cannot get past. Paper can never wrap up fire forever, and Lee eventually discovers their secret by accident. Elle stops Noah, who wants to chase after him and explain, and faces the furious Lee alone. But at this moment, Lee cannot hear any explanation at all. He tells Elle that he can do anything for her, but the one thing he cannot accept is her being with Noah. He says directly that Elle does not understand how dangerous Noah truly is. Lee's stubbornness comes from his desire to protect Elle, but this time, he has misjudged Noah. The scene completely loses control and turns into chaos. After calming down, Lee looks at Elle, whose face is covered in tears, and his heart fills with bitterness. He admits that from childhood until now, Noah has had every beautiful thing in the world, and the only thing Lee had that Noah could never get was Elle. But now, even this one and only special bond has been taken away by Noah. He cannot forgive them, and he cannot forgive himself. After saying this, Lee drives away in anger. This storm creates a gap between Elle and Noah that can no longer be repaired.
You cannot pin all this on me.
Just leave me alone.
From that day on, Noah disappears completely, with no news at all. Elle's life returns to calm, as if nothing ever happened. But Lee, who used to be inseparable from her, also ignores her completely and becomes distant. In Elle's heart, the friendship they have had since childhood is far more precious than a sudden love. She remembers their special rule: no matter how angry they are after a fight, if the person who made the mistake brings ice cream, they must be forgiven. But when Elle takes the ice cream and comes to make peace, Lee throws it into the trash right in front of her. In an instant, the light in Elle's eyes completely fades. Even though there is a wall between them, years of friendship are still hard to let go of. After hesitating again and again, Lee finally puts a coin into the dance machine and takes the first step to break the ice, and their friendship returns to how it used to be. Time changes, life shifts, but the warmth of family never truly changes. Time flies, and in the blink of an eye, graduation prom arrives. Everyone looks at the old photos with warmth and nostalgia, but only Elle's face is full of worry. She knows Noah has already received his acceptance letter from Harvard, and the two of them are about to face a separation with no clear end. As she walks along the photo wall, the kissing booth she once built with Lee appears right in front of her. Watching Lee and Rachel recreate the sweet moment when they first met, Elle feels that everything has changed. All the love, hatred, and heartbeats of the past are like clouds drifting across the sky, disappearing without a sound. Just as her heart is filled with sadness, the face she has been thinking about day and night appears once again. But Elle glances at Lee beside her, and in the end, she rejects Noah's heartfelt invitation.
Why should I?
Because I love you.
Everyone there is stunned, and no one can believe that Noah, the proud and rebellious guy who always stood above everyone, would become so humble for love.
I'm sorry.
I can't keep hurting people that I care about because of you. Okay, nobody wants...
Elle ignores Noah's desperate pleas and turns away with determination, and this absurd yet deeply emotional moment finally makes the stubborn Lee come to his senses and realize his own mistake. Not long after, Noah takes the initiative to find Lee and apologize for his recklessness. This is the first time in his life that he lowers his head to his younger brother. He admits that he used to be rebellious and selfish, but his love for Elle is pure and sincere, without the slightest hidden agenda. These words completely touch Lee. The confrontation he has held onto for years was only because he wanted a fair answer. After his brother's sincere birthday wishes, the lost and troubled Lee makes a major decision in his heart. The next day, their parents throw a huge birthday party for Elle and Lee, who share the same birthday. Lee calmly makes his wish, while Elle stays silently quiet, hiding the wish she believes can never come true. Seeing the lively happiness around her, while old love, regret, and heartbeats flood her mind, Elle breaks down emotionally and leaves alone. Elle responds seriously, saying that you can love me and protect me, but you have no right to decide who I fall in love with. Just like you and Rachel, if I insisted on opposing it, would you really let her go? Lee blurts out his answer.
I guess I'd break up with her.
Elle shakes her head and earnestly speaks the love buried in her heart. True feelings never compromise just because others object, and they never give up just because there are obstacles. Elle admits that hiding her love is a betrayal of herself, and an even deeper deception toward Lee. If Lee cannot accept it, then the friendship they have had for so many years may also finally come to an end. This honesty completely moves Lee. He lets go of all his obsession and resentment, and gently replies that he only hopes Elle can be happy. If Noah is where she belongs, then he will personally help make it happen. Lee lets Elle drive his Mustang to the airport to chase after Noah, who is about to leave for Harvard. When two hearts meet with a smile on the road of fate, all the beauty of the world becomes dust. Elle, rushing toward love with a heart full of joy, does not notice at all that Lee beside her is unusually silent, quietly listening as she talks about the secret crush she has never said out loud. Elle makes up her mind that no matter what Noah's answer is, she will honestly confess her feelings. But then the unexpected suddenly happens, and Lee beside her slowly raises his hand, smiling as he removes the disguise from his face. It turns out the person who has been by her side all along was never Lee. It was Noah. A wave of overwhelming happiness crashes over her, and this time, Elle will never let go again. The two return to the kissing booth that witnessed the first spark between them, and in the quiet flow of time, they embrace and kiss deeply, unwilling to separate for a long, long time. Beautiful moments are always short, and after the sweet holiday ends, the two eventually reach the moment of farewell. But they firmly believe that the courage of two people who truly love each other is enough to withstand every hardship of a long-distance relationship. At the moment of parting, Elle gently reminds him, "Do not wave goodbye. It is cheesy and gentle. From now on, when the long wind circles the flags, that will be me missing you." Young love is pure and fierce. From the moment it begins, it dares to dream of a lifetime together. And the story of Elle and Noah, after twists, turns, and countless struggles, is still unfinished, with a long future ahead.